Does Taylor Swift travel via suitcase to avoid being seen in public?
We'll tell you why Camila just unfollowed all of Fifth Harmony.
And Bella Thorne promises her relationship with Scott Disick is not sexual.
All that and more on today's Rundown.
Hey guys, welcome back to The Dirt. I'm your host Vivian, here with Sinead.
Hi guys.
You heard about Taylor Swift in the suitcase?
I did.
I saw it trending yesterday and I was like, Jesus. But first, let's kick things off with what, Camila? All right guys, so did Camila just diss Fifth Harmony by unfollowing them all on Instagram? The account Pop Crave on Twitter pointed out yesterday that Camila Cabello had unfollowed all of Fifth Harmony on Instagram and the official Fifth Harmony account, and they have the screenshots to prove it. Take a look. Now, is it a diss or not? It's been 6 months since Camila split from the group, or could it have been Fifth Harmony's recent cover story with Billboard magazine that set Camila over the edge? In the story, Lauren said, quote, "Let's just say we're in a better place now. There are no secrets in this circle." Normani added, "I get to sleep at night knowing we did everything in our power as friends, bandmates, and human beings." So obviously that kind of just hints that there's no chance of a reunion happening anytime soon. Maybe this is not a laughing matter, but I'm wondering why she unfollowed them. I feel like maybe she just doesn't want to know what they're up to, although it's inevitable because they're all famous.
Right. I don't know. It's kind of a weird move. I don't know.
But if you don't talk to someone anymore, I would definitely
right.
give them an unfollow. I don't think it's the biggest deal on the planet.
I don't think so either.
She probably just doesn't want to see what they're up to.
I wonder if they follow her back. Like if the Fifth Harmony account still follows her.
Guys, you guys are better at that than me. Please check. Do they follow her still?
Well, Zendaya and Tom Holland are busy promoting Spider-Man Homecoming and really starting some serious rumors that the two might be more than friends. Zendaya and Tom Holland documented their afternoon together this past Monday, which included dodging the paparazzi. But at least they're dodging the paps together, right? Which is what really most of us are focusing on right now. Are these two dating or aren't they? So there was one paparazzi who was very determined to figure that out. The nosy photographer followed the actors around while they cruised in Los Angeles in Tom's Audi, and Zendaya shared the whole thing on Snapchat.
Ooh.
So I'm rolling with this guy today, and we have a nice paparazzi guy following us.
He's following us. He's been following us for like 20.
Like, not even subtly.
This motherfucker stopped on the freeway because we were trying to lose him.
He just took a picture of us. Come on, bro. Bring out the camera now.
So basically, as you can see, the paparazzi is very awkwardly following them. But Tom, in the video, basically goes on to say that the paparazzi photographer, what do you call them? A photographer or paparazzi?
I guess either or is fine.
Right?
Yeah.
He stopped on the freeway, and that's what
Okay.
Tom's talking about. They're both just kind of flabbergasted by the whole thing.
That's very unsafe, by the way.
It's extremely unsafe, but
God.
I think that as long as these rumors are kind of going around, as long as the two hang out together, which I think is great, whether or not they're dating, but this is going to be their new normal for a little bit.
They had just poked fun at it and like kind of tweeted back and forth, kind of hinting that they're not dating and laughing at it. But the fact that they're hanging out, I'm happy. I would love them to be together.
I think it's sweet.
And the paparazzi stopping in the middle of the freeway. You know what? I saw Bieber over the weekend on the freeway, and I wasn't driving, guys. I was in the back seat, but I was totally like, speed up! I'm gonna see Bieber, and I got a little quick Snapchat. But it's so unsafe, you know. And I feel like, yeah, definitely Zendaya and Tom have to get used to this, especially because they're both young. They're both like on their way to like huge careers. Did you watch Spider-Man Homecoming?
I did, and I loved it.
Me too. So imagine the next one. It's gonna be like, ah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, but let's move on to the most interesting story of the day.
Definitely
Sinead.
the most hard-hitting, for sure.
Okay, honestly, guys, I barely ever click the little trending tab on Twitter, and yesterday I did, and I saw this story, and I'm like, what are they talking about? So apparently Taylor Swift was being transported in a suitcase because she wanted to avoid us all. So I was a little confused. I'm like, wait, like, is Taylor Swift dead? Like, that's her body? Or like, what are we talking about here? Then I try to envision it because she's so freaking tall.
Right.
I'm like, how do you squeeze into this little tiny suitcase? Ridiculous, guys. So Splash News posted these photos of these men hauling a huge suitcase in what appears to be New York City. There were all these details about all these escalades following the transport of the suitcase. And one captioned the photos, Taylor Swift being transported in a huge suitcase from her Tribeca apartment into her truck. Naturally, the internet freaked out that the singer would go to such lengths to hide from the public. Then people started commenting, you know, it's been so long since Taylor Swift has been active on social media. She missed the 4th of July celebrations, or at least we didn't see any photos of that. And in other news, Sinead, it's been a year since Kim Kardashian released that phone call of Taylor with Kanye. So yesterday was a year later that fans, haters came together to reclaim National Snake Day in honor of Taylor. Fans are changing their avatars and names to snakes, posting memes, photos, and basically they're proving their love for the singer will never fade. One fan encouraged Swifties to join. Guys, hashtag National Snake Day is just to show that no matter what, we will always support Tay.
Well, Bella Thorne is speaking out again. Yes, about her relationship with Scott Disick, and she says it's not sexual at all, you guys, they're just friends. Bella stopped by the Jenny McCarthy Show podcast to promote her new song, Just Call, and dished on what really went down with Tyler Posey and Charlie Puth, plus she talked about Scott Disick. So in terms of Tyler, she says that she was actually never really into Charlie, but that she was kind of just going through her tough breakup. So Charlie invited her to come watch him perform at Jingle Ball, but it was nothing more than a friendly hangout.
So I was like, oh, this is like cool. I get to like watch behind the stage, especially because I was thinking about maybe going back into singing. So I was like, wow, this is a cool experience. And then everything just got way blown out of proportion. Like we weren't even kissing in that photo. Like that photo makes it look like we're about to kiss, and we're straight up not about to kiss. So I was like a little bit butthurt in that sense that it got out like that. And you know, obviously I had to called Ty, and Ty like wrote me and he was like, oh, like, you know, it's all good.
So as you hear, Bella ends up reaching out to Tyler to apologize for the media believing that her and Charlie were an item based on that intimate photo. But remember Charlie's Twitter rant? Okay, so Bella is explaining that Charlie read an old news article about her and Tyler being together, but he didn't look at the date. Bella claims that she tried to call Charlie repeatedly to explain what was actually going on, but he wouldn't pick up any of her phone calls. And that's when the conversation turned to the Kardashians. So Jenny asked Bella about her relationship with the Kardashians, and Bella told her that she's totally cool with Kendall and Kylie, but she thinks that the family totally picks on Scott. Check it out.
You know, it's really unfortunate that, like, you know, there's always somebody that people kind of pick on in shows and series. There's always like that character that's like, you know, that people beat up on a little bit. Right. And I feel like a little bit that's him on the show at least.
And then she ends the Scott Disick rant by saying that their relationship was never sexual. It was kind of just like a friendship thing. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think they're really just
I don't know. I was
friends?
trying to think back to those photos. Wasn't she like on his lap and like weren't they kissing? If it's not sexual, would you kiss your friend? Sinead, I wouldn't. I don't know.
No, I wouldn't
Right?
either. No.
Usually when you have a fling, it's because you're attracted to the other person. You're like, F it, let's just make out and who cares?
Yeah, but she also is kind of like, I don't know how to say this without making it sound so shallow.
I know, I hate
she's
being
just,
mean, but
I know, she's like that, okay? We've seen her out and about. She has not a lot of shame when it comes to being flirtatious.
like she's open about it. She doesn't
She's
care.
open, she's got a lot of confidence, which is fine, power to you. So I almost think that I could believe that to her, kissing or, you know, being
not
super
sexual?
flirty is not sexual in her opinion, because we've seen her do it with Charlie, and she's saying in this interview, she's saying that she was never into Charlie, but yet there were pictures of her looking like she was very into him. So maybe that's not how she
Maybe her interpretation of things are different. All right, guys, but that's a wrap for today's Dir. But honestly, I want to know what you guys think. Why do you think Camila Cabello unfollowed all of her ex-Fifth Harmony bandmates?
Yeah, it's really sad actually.
But let me know why you think that happened.
Okay, and also very sad. No, I'm just kidding. You guys, do you think that Taylor Swift was really in that suitcase?
She didn't fit.
And where was she going?
I don't know. Let us know in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe, and you can hit us up on Instagram at VivianFabiolaV.
And I'm at Sinead DeFries.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
For more, click left for proof that Harry Styles cried watching himself act in Dunkirk for the very first time.
Or click right to see celebs react to Beyonce's epic twin announcement.